My name is Michaela Helene and what the fudge? Cursing is a real attention grabber in an academic setting, isn't it? I've taken 3 years of advanced placement English, and during that time I've read many books that are considered classic literature, such as In Cold Blood, The Great Gatsby, There, and many more. I'm sure that many of us can recall an English teacher reading a novel on our curriculum aloud that included language that shocked us to the edge of our seats. As classmates would whisper about the teacher's shamelessness, whether they should have read the language in the novel seemed very controversial to us at the time. But no matter how it made us feel, this event often led to crucial discussions in our classrooms about topics that need to be discussed. That is why, although offensive and sensitive material in classic literature should be approached carefully, it should not be removed altogether. Let's begin by addressing the opposing argument. According to an article from Planet Spark called "Should Offensive and Inappropriate Language Be Removed from Classic Literature?" it says, many people think that removing harsh language from books so that they can be read in classrooms is in the best interest of today's youth. This argument is completely reasonable. I am sure that most of us can agree that approaching academia that could cause students to feel negatively in any way should of course be carefully taught, but not teaching the content at all can cost these students a crucial piece of their education. If we remove pieces of literature solely because they are uncomfortable to learn about, we are essentially erasing the elements of the literature that address conflicts in our society. In my senior year of high school, I read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. The novel included content that was difficult to digest, such as sexual abuse in mental institutions in the 1970s. Although the novel contained unsettling content, it also helped me to understand the progress that has been made to prevent the mistreatment of patients in mental institutions today. It also taught me that conflicts that have progressed over time still need to be addressed in some parts of the world. If the novel had been censored prior to it being taught to me, I would have never learned about such an important topic and the important truth that our history carries. The discomfort that the book made me feel is exactly what leads people to make a change in our world today. A New York Times article states that while the intentions of censoring literature may be well intended, that it erases and conceals our history, making it harder to reckon with. This quote embodies exactly the reason that editing classic literature would be an ill mistake. By editing classic works, we are creating an image of a false past that teaches perfection rather than progression. If students are not taught about the issues of our past, how can they be expected to strive for something greater in the future? For students to understand how we got where we are, they must learn about how we got where we came from, no matter how upsetting that may be. It is the reality of the society that we live in today, and if not faced, we risk the next generation living in a fantasy. Instead of editing classic literature, we should edit the way that it is taught. That would look like trigger warnings, group discussions, and sensitivity on heavy topics such as death, racism, substance abuse, etc. Rewriting classic literature will do more harm than it will good. It means rewriting our past into fiction and subliminal lies. There is intention behind studying classic literature, and educating students about the past is the exact reason that it is necessary. So I ask that we prioritize education over erasure. Thank you.